So greetings and welcome to another Deckard Games YouTube thing. Today I'm going to showcase some pickups that I did for the last couple of months. I have a few systems to cover, so without wasting any more time, let's take a quick look. So let's kick things off by getting one thing out of the way. I normally don't buy PC games that are not big box. It's just not my thing. But for €5 I bought The Sims 2. But those €5 not only bought the original game, I wouldn't buy this for €5, but it also came with all these expansions to the game. So only €5, the original Sims 2 and these expansions. I don't know if these are all the expansions that exist or not, but whatever, it was a cheap game, or better, it was a cheap purchase. So The Sims 2 on the PC DVD box. Yeah. So now that we got that small box thing out of the way, you always gotta start with Sega. And for the Sega Master System, I got a few games. The first one, Shinobi. Action platformer on the Master System. You can't go wrong with Shinobi. There's not much to say about it. This is one of my pickups for the last couple of months. Shinobi on the Master System, an awesome game. You can't go wrong with it. And so, second game on the Master System and another classic from Sega, Afterburner. Again, not much to say about this game. Started on the arcade. There are ports on the Master System, which is the one that I bought. Ports on the Mega Drive also. A great action arcade shooter. And again, nothing much to say. Super happy to have Afterburner on the Master System in my collection. Third game on the Master System, Marble Madness. A cool puzzle game where you play with marbles, and it's a fun game. It's not a great game per se, but it's a fun game on the Master System. I was missing this one, so Marble Madness on the Sega Master System. Fourth game, still with the Master System, World Soccer. This is a generic soccer game. Again, not that great, but still it was missing on my Master System library. It's fun. You can play with 2 players. So World Soccer on the Sega Master System. So fifth and final game on the Master System, another classic, The Ninja. I remember playing this back in the day when I was young, and it's super addicting. I really love this game. An action platformer. I don't know what happened to my original cartridge, so I had to get another back. So I have it now, the Ninja on the Sega Master System, back in my collection, and I got five Master System games on these last couple of months, and I'm super happy with them. And so, sticking with the 8-bit, but shifting to Nintendo, I got Kickoff for the NES. Completing box, again, another kind of generic football or soccer if you're in America. Another kind of generic football game, but still, it's a fun game, so Kickoff on the NES and the completing box in my collection. Now, still on the NES, I got WrestleMania Challenge by LJN. It's a wrestling game made by the Rainbow of Doom. It's not that bad. It's not great of a game, but it's not as bad as people like to say. You play on this isometric view, and I kind of like it. I remember playing this on the Famiclone, not the original Famicom, on what we called back in the day a TV game, which played bootlegs. So I have the original, again, complete in box with manual and everything. WrestleMania Challenge on the NES. So still on Nintendo, but shifting to the Wii, I got, while on vacation in Rome, Metroid Other M. This completed my Metroid collection on the Wii. I was missing this one. Now I have it, so not much to say about the Metroid franchise. Metroid Other M on the Wii, now in my collection. Now on current gen, and again while on vacation in Rome, I got Tales from the Borderlands Telltale game series. I didn't know this game existed, so when I saw it I had to buy it. I'm a fan of the Telltale game series, especially the Walking Dead. It was a very cheap game, I didn't have it. I have already played this one and I like it. So Tales from the Borderlands on the PlayStation 4. So still on the PlayStation 4, I got Detroit Become Human. A game from the guys that did Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls. A story-driven game. No way. Ah! So I'm back again, I'm so sorry for that. I don't know why that happens to me, but as I was saying, I got Detroit Become Human on the PlayStation 4. Story-driven game by the guys that made Beyond Two Souls and Heavy Rain. Very cool game on the PlayStation 4 with great graphics, with great narrative, great story. So Detroit Become Human on the PlayStation 4. And last but not least, on the PlayStation 4, I got Sonic Mania Plus. Another purchase from my trip to Rome, and super happy with this game. It's a return to the classic Sonic style. You can't go wrong with this one. If you were waiting for a decent Sonic game for years, this is the game for you. Sonic Mania Plus on the PlayStation 4. Now on the PlayStation Vita, and still from my trip to Rome, I got two games. The first one being an indie title that I already owned on the PlayStation 4, that being Velocity 2X. A cool action platformer that turns into a shooter, super fun game, super fast to play. It's a great, awesome game. The second game that I got is Super Monkey Ball Banana Split. Very cool game, not to be taken serious. This is a fun game, and the objective is to have fun playing this game using the capabilities of the PlayStation Vita. It's like I said, a very fun game on the PS Vita. So two games from my trip to Rome, Velocity 2X and Super Monkey Ball Banana Split. And finally, I always keep my big box stuff to the end. I got a classic from LucasArts, Maniac Mansion Day of the Tentacle. Classic adventure game by Tim Schafer and Dave Grossman. You can't go wrong with Day of the Tentacle. This is not the original box art, of course, this is the white label version, but still, I'm super happy to have Day of the Tentacle back in my collection, and in its big box version, not the original box, but still, it's a big box. So Day of the Tentacle. If you never played this one, and if you like old school point and click adventure games on the PC, you can't go wrong with this one. Play Day of the Tentacle on the PC. And yet another big box PC game, Final Fantasy VIII. I played this one first on the PlayStation 1, of course, that's where it launched, and I remember playing a few years later on the PC. The graphics were improved, of course, the gameplay is the same, the story is the same, the game itself is the same, but I'm happy to have Final Fantasy on its big box version on the PC. Squaresoft didn't make that many games for the PC, so Final Fantasy VIII big box version on the PC. Finally, and still on the big box side of things, a game that needs no introduction, Unreal Tournament. A competitive first-person shooter on the PC, a game that revolutionized the genre. It's an awesome game to play in multiplayer. You can't go wrong with Unreal Tournament. All these new FPSs or first-person shooters draw some kind of inspiration from Unreal Tournament. It was a new experience when it came out, and I'm so happy to have Unreal Tournament big box version on the collection. And it has one of those boxes that folds, so it's not only a big box, it's a super big box. It's an awesome box on the PC. Super happy to have it, Unreal Tournament, in my collection. And that's it. These were some pickups for the last couple of months that I did. Let me know in the comment section below, what do you think of these games? Have you ever played them? As long as you're there, please subscribe to the channel. Support the channel by subscribing. That way I'll know you like it and I'll be able to make more in the future. Click that bell icon to receive notifications every time a new video comes up. I'll see you in the comment section below to know what you think about these games. So until my next video, take care. And if you like seeing videos like this, I have many more on my channel, so please check it out. Here are some suggestions for you, so you can do some clicky things. I hope you enjoy. Thank you for watching.